and we have Dave Bulters, bar manager at L'Abattoir restaurant in Gastown with us. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
You've created two special concoctions. Something for everyone.
Yep. So I've got two drinks today. One is a stirred down martini style drink. That one is alcoholic. It's using Tanqueray 10 and a Squire malt vermouth and then a secret house-made ingredient.
Nice.
And then the other one we're doing is a non-alcoholic drink, which is a riff on an old classic cocktail called a bee's knees. So it is seed lip with lemon juice and a little bit of honey syrup.
Also, I love that it's called bee's knees.
I know, right? Cute.
That is
well, in
cute.
this case, because there's no alcohol, it's bee-free.
Even better. Okay, bee-free. Okay, you like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is a martini.
This one, yeah, a little riff on a martini, essentially. So martinis, I don't know how much you know about the martini world, but fair enough. But there are a bunch of different ways you can have it: dry, medium, wet, dirty, clean, all these different things. In this case, what I'm doing is sort of more of a wet martini. So we're going to start off with the star of the show, Tanqueray 10.
Wet?
Well, see, this is the thing, right? Everyone gets a little confused about what that is. Essentially, it's how much vermouth goes into it. So the wetter a drink is, the more vermouth it has in it, and the drier, the less. But
Great.
Gin, for my part of martini, gin is the star of the show. So we're going to pop in about 1.5 ounces of Tanqueray 10 gin, which is really citrus-forward gin, has a little bit of chamomile in there as well. Then we're going to pop in some Squire malt dry vermouth. This is a locally made vermouth out of Victoria, or just outside Victoria, and a Squire malt, funnily enough. So this is a couple out there, Michaela and Quinn Palma, who are making some really cool vermouths, and this is their driest option. So we're going to pop in a little 1/2 ounce of that one there.
Oh, it smells so good already.
I know, doesn't it?
It's very
just
fragrant.
like citrusy and herbal and everything. I love it. And then the secret ingredient we were talking about.
Can't tell
this
us.
is I can, but only you, right?
Okay,
Like no one else. Yeah, obviously. So this is a house-made vermouth that we make from no longer bubbly champagne. So we take the champagne that we use at the restaurant, instead of throwing it away when it's no longer good, we actually turn it into a vermouth. And in this case, to work with the botanicals in Tanqueray 10, we've added a little bit of chamomile in there as well. So it's got this nice, like, floral, citrusy, but also champagne-y sort of flavour to it, which is kind of fun.
Reuse.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's just it. Somebody's worked really hard to make that champagne, and I want to make sure that it's actually used. So we pop another 1/2 ounce of that in, and then a dash of a local bitters as well. This is Apothecary Bitters out of Vancouver. And this is their Heliotropic, which is a lemon and hopped bitters. So a little dash of that in there. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Go for it.
Go ahead, you keep doing it.
And then, yeah, I'll work on this while you're doing that.
Oh, that's lovely.
So we're going to give it a little bit of a stir down to chill and dilute, of course.
Keep it wet.
Exactly. And then because Tanqueray 10 has a nice grapefruit profile, I'm going to put a grapefruit twist on this one. So I'll do that while that's diluting, and that way it'll be ready to serve as soon as I strain it.
Lovely. Now, can people get this during Vancouver Cocktail Week?
Exactly, yeah. So Vancouver Cocktail Week, this is the second year that we're doing Vancouver Cocktail Week. And down at L'Abattoir, we are participating in a few different options down there. One of which is the 5 à 7 program, which is our happy hour, or the 5 to 7 program. And that is, funnily enough, at 5 to 7. So we open at 5 o'clock every day, and we're going to run happy hour until 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And that is going to highlight Tanqueray 10 as its main spirit. And so I'm doing 4 different drinks for that, and 4 different botanicals that are added on top of the original Tanqueray recipe.
Awesome.
So
that's it for this one.
So that's it for this one. And that Tanqueray 10 in there is going to be really nice and bright and citrusy. Pop a little bit of that twist on it, and I'll leave that over there.
I just want to give it a good little sniff.
I know, right? Have a little look. And then the shaken drink is this bee's knees.
Smells lovely.
So while you're having a little sniff of that, the bee's knees is going to be 2 ounces of seed lip with 1 ounce of lemon juice and then 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. And this is part of one of our functions that we're having. We're doing 2 functions in our private room, one of which is a dinner with Ford's Gin, which is a delightful gin. Simon Ford, the creator, is coming over for that.
Oh, fantastic.
And the other is actually with a Squire malt. So we're popping a little bit of a Squire malt local kick in there as well. Dash of bitters in this one as well. And then we're going to shake this one up quickly.
I like how you have so many local ingredients as well.
I like to highlight local as much as possible. Just because we are doing some really cool local things, and it seems only right to have some more local showings going on. So then we'll pop that in there.
Beautiful. beautiful.
And this one you're going to get a nice little citrusy kick on as well. But yeah, there are still tickets available to our events at work, so jump on the Vancouver Cocktail Week site and check it out.
When does it run?
It runs from the 5th to the 11th. We are not open on the 5th and 6th, but the 7th to the 11th will be open.
Perfect. Well, check it out online for
Please do.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. Thank you for having me on.
Dave Bulters with L'Abattoir Restaurant in Gastown. Okay,
Cheers.
Stay with us. Jay is coming up next. We'll look at sports. The Caps and the Canucks, they're both playing hometown today. He'll take a little preview of that, plus a dedicated group not taking it lying down. The BC